The Lord has enough to bless us all. So be patient, and rather than look at what you lack, rather than looking at what you lack, look at what Jesus has done for you. Not only the sacrifice on the cross, but the air you breathe, the clothes on your back, the phone in your hand, and the stubbornness to keep going despite the pain. Um, but yeah, Jesus loves you. Hope you enjoy the video. Have a blessed day. Um, Final Stand remastered, bro. Y'all don't really know about Final Stand, bro. Y'all don't know about Final Stand, youngins. I may be called an unk, but bro, I remember coming home from school very frequently, sitting there playing, getting ready to play Final Stand, bro. Asking my man's Rooney, hey bro, get on, bro. Or asking my man's Firefox, hey man, get on, bro. I'm about to play Final Stand, bro. Come on, we gotta level up. Help me level up, bro. Because of how peak it was, bro. Well, it wasn't really peak, but it was good for its time. Very, very revolutionary, bro. I remember doing the TOP, like, really, I remember sitting there really trying to do the TOP like I was, how to say this? I'm trying to figure out how to say this. But I remember sitting there trying to do the TOP and, like, really trying to make it canon, bro. I was really sitting there trying to make the TOP canon, bro. I remember it very, very clearly, bro. With me and my mans, bro. Me and my mans Rooney. You know, we would always try to sit there trying to make the TOP canon. I remember somebody asking to buy my account, my whole Roblox account, just because I had a quote unquote pure sand. Quote unquote pure sand. I remember, you know, the struggles of leveling up. I remember the journey. I remember it all, and I enjoyed every bit of it, bro. OG Final Stand was something that the youngins just will not understand because, to be honest, the game for its time was good. Nowadays, mid. Very enjoyable though, especially, but it was mainly enjoyable because I had my friends. Mainly enjoyable because I had my friends. Final Stand Remastered, it's not bad. It's not bad. I actually very much enjoy it, you know. I enjoyed the little, I actually enjoy it. Nah, it's not better than DBOG though. Yeah, I enjoy it, but I just don't think it's better than DBOG. I enjoy Final Stand Remastered. You know, I like how it has a weather cycle. I like how your clothes, you know, actually like kind of flow in the wind. I like the key effects. It overall is just good, you know. When I think of DBOG, I mean, when I think of Final Stand Remaster, I kind of think of that Dragon Soul game. Just a better version of that, basically. That's what I think of when I play Final Stand Remastered. You know, I guess I don't really have any complaints about Final Stand Remastered. It's really just a better version of Final Stand. It's good, you know. It's fun to play with your friends, you know. I like how they actually added dungeons that you can actually do with your homies now. I can't speak on transformations because I haven't really gotten one yet. But Final Stand Remastered has a lot of things that I wish that DBOG would implement. Like, I like how the dialogue is actually more lively. It actually gives the NPCs character. I like how the NPCs you actually, you know, move around, you know, walk around. I like how, you know, you can even I like how you can kill the NPCs, but not in like that way, like not like I go around beating up and killing all NPCs. I just like how like they can actually move around, you know. I like how you can actually like break the floor and stuff in DBOG. I said in DBOG and Final Stand. Like I wish that DBOG would implement some of these things. Some of these things, because I feel like it would make the game a lot more lively, a lot better, I would say. You know, DBOG needs to take notes. Now, Am I saying that I think Final Stand Remastered is better than DBOG? No. And I'm sorry that I'm comparing them, because my friend said that he thinks that DBOG is going to be in trouble, which it is, because Final Stand has so much nostalgia attached to it. Actually, I don't think it's going to be in trouble. Despite all the nostalgia, overall DBOG is just a better game, in my own opinion. You know, the combat's better, you know, I like how the transformations are better, plus the path update, bro, is much more interesting than anything that Final Stand really has to offer. Well, not has to offer, but much more interesting than anything that the remaster has to offer so far. That's what I'll say. But I feel like the biggest and the best thing about Final Stand Remaster, or at least the funniest thing so far, is Hyperbolic Time Chamber Goku. Hyperbolic Time Chamber Goku has to be Sukuna personified. No, he has to be one of King Von's greatest disciples. I'm taking King out of his name, just Von's the greatest disciple, because the things that he does. Now, it may just be me and my friends, because, you know, me and my friends, as soon as we got in, we were under leveled, bro. I fought Goku at like level 4. I could not stun him for the life of me. I was just sitting there throwing hands, throwing punches, you know. And I could not stun him at all. I was sitting there trying my hardest to. Could not do it until I got to like level like 20 something. Me and Goku sitting there boxing. The things that he did, bro. This man, me and him were in the middle of a fight. He walks away from me. I'm like, you gonna walk away from me? I'm gonna shoot this Kamehameha. As soon as I shoot the Kamehameha, he dodges, slides around it like he's Gogeta, and knocks me on my behind, bro. I would beat the crap out of Goku, right? I would get him to turn Super Saiyan. As soon as he turns Super Saiyan, it's all over. I could never beat him in Super Saiyan. It's like he would pull up some new moves in Super Saiyan, bro. It's like he went Super Saiyan plus Spirit Bomb, bro. It's so tragic. Like, thank God that we don't have to deal with that in DBOG. Yo, that man Goku is he's a menace, bro. He is certainly a menace, bro. Oh, yeah. I really got much else to say, you know. I like how they added dungeons into DBOG. Into Final Stand. It's kind of like DBOG's like raids, but more interesting, to be honest. Well, to be honest, you know. I think that DBOG should add dungeons, you know. Take notes from Final Stand Remastered, you know. I like how you can throw senzu beans now. I like how you can change your aura colors. Pretty cool. And I also like the effects in Final Stand Remastered just a bit more than DBOG. At least so far, I think. Yeah. I think the effects look a bit cooler. You know? Because with DBOG, a lot of the moves, or some of the moves, kind of look the same, but just recolored, or just look very bad, you know, every now and then. They kind of look too basic. But with Final Stand Remastered, you know, the moves look very different, you know. The Kamehamehas look different, you know, and I really like how the Wolf Fang Fist looks too in Final Stand Remastered, because, you know, Yamcha's, you know, the strongest character in the verse, you know. It looks very cool. It looks very cool. But yeah, I don't really have any critiques or anything to say about, you know, Final Stand Remastered. It's just a very nice game, and it's good for what it is. in all honesty. A remastered of Final Stand, and it does that very well. I'm looking at like the moves in DBOG to make sure I'm not tripping. Yeah, like the moves in DBOG, they look cool, but like some of them just like look too basic. You know, I feel like they should rework that too. And I feel like in DBOG they should also like rework the Super Saiyan and Super Saiyan 2. This is becoming a more of a DBOG critique. I like both of the games. I think DBOG is better, but I think Final Stand just does some things better. I'm not gonna quit playing DBOG to play Final Stand. And I really like how all the game passes from old Final Stand are transferred to remastered. It's very cool, very cool. Anyways, Absolvement came back. I'm gonna go play that now. I'm probably gonna make a video on that later too. I don't know or not. But yeah, hope you enjoyed the video. Jesus loves you and have a blessed day.